I have a bone to pick with certain Nintendo fans. Remember that whole Emio thing they showcased last week? The random guy with a paper bag covering their face? Well, we learned earlier today what it was related to, as Nintendo announced a new Famicom Detective Club game focusing on that Emio character. Needless to say, since it wasn't something like a survival horror game as people were speculating, based on, a 10-second clip of a guy whose face is covered by a paper bag just standing there, this got a reaction out of certain Nintendo fans. The ones I'll be focusing on in this brief rant range from why to who asked for this. Now, let me make this clear, I am not saying that you have to be excited for the game. Personally, I may consider picking it up, but I'm not entirely sold yet. However, the game comes out in a month, so I'm sure we'll get more info about it in the relatively near future. However, these responses have always annoyed me, especially because there are probably a lot of them that come from people who get on Nintendo's case for specifically leaving IPs to die, but when they do bring back certain IPs, the same people get mad that it's not the IPs they wanted, and this is because when people say this, what most of them actually mean is IPs like F-Zero, Star Fox, Mario 3 Organization, Rhythm Heaven, and maybe one or two more I'm forgetting. The thing is, most of the IPs these people think are dormant can at least say they've gotten games in the last decade, and even in the case of Mario Earthbound, the games, with the exception of 3 of course, often get put onto Virtual Console or NSO, so they're still easily accessible on modern consoles, unlike some of the IPs that have been dormant that Nintendo has brought back this console generation. Some examples that come to mind are the previously mentioned Famicom Detective Club, Advance Wars, Another Code, Endless Ocean, and more that I've forgotten about. These games are of varying degrees of quality, of course, but I think it's a point worth mentioning that the Switch era has seen many previously dormant IPs be resurrected that have been so for much longer than the popularly requested ones, only for people to not care because they're not the trendy picks. The thing about this is that Nintendo may see these kinds of series underperform after coming back from a long hiatus, though thankfully, seemingly not Famicom Detective Club, and not give that same treatment to other IPs. So, by reacting like this to series that you say no one asked for, there's a non-zero chance that you're dooming the IPs you actually want to a similar fate by doing this. To these fans, reacting like this is not going to suddenly make a new F-Zero Star Fox game pop up out of thin air. In fact, I really think it hurts your cause more than it helps it. So can we stop with these kinds of reactions? Oh, who am I kidding? It's the internet. We know the answer to that already. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll try to get back to longer form content in the not too distant future. Have a great day.